You're watching the Hi Guys podcast with Al and the other Al on the 420 Pace Project.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinion.
Wrong one.
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, I ain't on the three Hi Guys.
Okay, let's try this again.
So what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is how much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiba grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
That was the right one, Marcel.
Hi, we're the other three Hi Guys.
There was no three of us.
Well, no, there is three of us. Darcy's the third.
Oh,
no, 2.5.
I forgot you were 2.5.
2.5.
So I am trying a new player on our website that's been rebuilt at 420radio.ca. Have a peek if you like, and jump in the chat room that's beside our player. I'm putting my name in, Alan, Al, whatever.
What?
R.
We have a chat room?
There's a what?
There's a chat room?
Well, it's a new player that has a chat, and I just wanted to try it. So I'm going to go, hi. Let's see what happens.
See, Marcel, I told you I'd figure it out. It only took me 20 minutes.
Look at that. It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. Look at that. So pile on to 420radio.ca and join us in the chat room.
Join us in the chat. Yeah, see? So I figured it out, Marcel. A little longer than normal, but I got it.
So I got a thing I want to play before we get into things.
Ooh, well,
are you ready?
Waiting to get the page not found. Oh, God.
All right. Well, you're looking for that. I'm going to play this. It's a shorty.
You play.
I get by, I get stoned, I get high right when I get home. I got a lighter, got a bowl, got the devil's green gold, got papers I can't roll. I smoke pot, I smoke a lot. I said, Doc, I ain't aiming to stop. I got a dealer on the phone, don't grow it on my own. Legal everywhere except state of call home. At least I ain't sitting in prison at the moment. We can smoke together, but I really like smoking alone. It's all cop, it's all lot. That DUI checkpoint stop, yeah. I got a gram inside my coat that I really want to toke. I was on my way to buy some tops. He said, sir, is that herb? I'm picking up on your nerves. And I thought for a while with an innocent smile. Said, no, sir, then my thoughts ran wild. No, I ain't high, but I must look fried. And I fit the profile of a reefer token kind of guy.
So that is a pot song by Hunter Roots, and it's on YouTube. He's just released it. I like it. The video is really good. And Marcel is playing, and so is Dale.
That style of guitar.
I got another screen. Oh, it works on this one.
Yep.
That's like my buddy Mike.
Cool. Yeah, that's, you know, I like that kind of guitar picking. I really like Billy Strings. Who's a really good picker as well. Very quick.
So hello to Buddy and Dale for saying
hi, Bud. Dale, I asked Dale to try the new chat, so he is. Thank you very much, buddy. It's going.
It works.
Yep, it works. Awesome.
Go say nasty things about Al, and then they'll show up here.
There you go. Yeah, you can do a hit and run.
Oh, I like that picture, Darcy. That's a good picture.
Is that one of yours, Darcy?
Like I said, it took me what would take you 2 minutes, took me 20. So them gummies do affect your motor skills a little bit.
You
No,
know
they
what I
affect
find?
your motor skills.
Motor skills. You know, when I take a toke and I get a nice, good hefty toke, sometimes I just stop. I mean, my brain just stops for a few seconds, and I have to remember what I'm doing. It's kind of like a.
Yeah, that's me.
That's so hard to get to.
Are there any frills or anything in that chat room there, Dale? I don't see any. I just see.
You can say hi.
Well, you know, a chat room is a chat room, and as long as it works, you know, the other sites that we've tried this on, it didn't work. So
yeah, no, I don't mind that.
It's nice. It's nice that StreamYard works.
I'm not going to click it to play it, but I'll take your word for it that it's running. Dale says it works. I'll take his word for it.
You were looking, weren't you?
Only at the chat. I haven't.
Oh,
started
you didn't click the video.
No.
Yeah. And when you go, all you got to do is click on the video and it'll start. Unfortunately, this one doesn't start on its own, like I like. But you know, what do you want for hundreds of dollars a month?
Yeah.
Oh, so if I click it, it's not going to just start and play?
It'll start right when you click it. It'll start at that moment, and then once we're done the show, it'll sit there until I change it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You can come back. We've already talked about.
You could come back at 4:00 a.m. and say, "Oh, I missed the 420 radio show, which is on at 7 p.m." I wish it would. No, not 7 a.m. Marcel would not be up at 7 a.m. Actually, he would be up because he's an hour earlier.
Usually don't call him till 8, though.
Hey, dude, you know, I'm sorry.
That would be 7 a.m.
If you're going to send me a message at 4:30 in the morning, I'm going to fucking answer it when I wake up, which is going to be about 6 or 7.
I don't think I've ever called Marcel before 7:30.
Oh, yes, you have.
Have I?
Yeah. That was back when we used to go to work at 6.
I have my phone set up because it goes into do not disturb at 10 o'clock, I think, until 7 a.m. And
see, mine does that. My phone does that automatically. When I put it on my wireless charger at night.
Yes. I don't have mine set up like that, but it just goes on automatically at this time and that time. But
the only thing that I get is alerts.
I'll get alerts, but not sounded alerts, right? And
I get every fucking alert. And if it's a ring, if somebody actually calls,
if somebody calls me when I'm in do not disturb, they have to call twice. Then it'll ring through.
Oh, maybe they have to do that on mine. I don't know.
That's how I have it set up.
I don't know anybody that's stupid to fucking call me in the middle of the night,
unless it was an emergency.
Well, yeah. But even then, you have to be ready to be put up with it. So,
Marcel, I think if I was having a heart attack and I called you from the ambulance at 7:30 in the morning, you wouldn't mind.
Al, if you called me from an ambulance because you were having a heart attack, my first question is, why the fuck are you calling me?
And if it was at 7:30, it would really be 8:30.
Yeah, it'd be 8:30 our time.
You'd be up anyway.
I'd already been up for a while. I'm already on my 4th or 5th joint by then.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, and already got everything rolled for the day.
Yeah, in most cases.
You got your picture figured out, Darcy.
What's that?
You got your picture figured out. Now, what's the name there? I can't pinch your gut.
Pinch Gut Valley Farms. It was. I want to open up a processing facility.
Oh, cool.
Right, like what we like a legal processing facility, and that's what I want. I want to name it Pinch Gut Valley Farms.
Well, you shouldn't tell people like that because somebody's going to go and register that business name and then fuck you for it.
Well,
I doubt it.
I doubt it. A lot of people can't even fucking say it.
And most people, that's how Darcy and I met. When we first met, Darcy introduced himself and he said, I said, where do you live? He said, Pleasant Valley. I said, you mean Pinch Gut? And we became friends ever since because I actually knew where Pinch Gut was.
And he likes your sarcastic nature.
Well, I think I was as pissed off as they were when they changed the fucking name. I love that name.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. No. So that's what I want to do. I want to open up a processing facility, and that's the name of my farmers. But that strain right there in that picture is the lava glacier.
Lava, 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 lava,
lava,
lava, lava, lava.
It's actually a really good strain.
Oh! Hold on 1 second. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
This is how.
No, that's not that one.
What are you smoking?
Or eating, Darcy?
Oh, I ate a gummy, but I'm rolling right now. I'm rolling up some fuck.
Gummy's working. No need for that, doobie.
Hey, Dale thinks you're pretty, Darcy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You're not too shabby yourself, Dale.
They used to be neighbors, like right next door to each other, and I think they miss each other.
The bromance continues.
Yeah.
It does. But you're Marcel, but you're still my lover.
Oh, thank you.
You're the one I call and say I love you too by accident all the time.
It's only been a couple times, but it's funny as fuck when it happens. What are you smoking?
You know what? I pocket dialed Tim Barnhart one night at like 5:30 in the morning.
Speaking of him, he's selling his fucking Legacy 420, eh?
Yes, he is. Yep.
You should buy it.
With what buttons? Where's your processing facility there, Darcy?
Oh, I know. But it's in Ontario, and I don't really want to live in Ontario.
Did you know? I forgot. Oh, Ontario is about to get whacked in the behind by a deep freeze that could plunge us down to minus 32 Celsius.
Nice.
No, it's not.
That's you. That's not us. That's you. So there was on YouTube today. There was there's this American guy that does these videos all the time about Canada, and he's rather shocked at
what he finds out
are in Canada. So he was going across Reddit, and somebody in Reddit said, if you had to move out of your province, only for people in Canada, if you had to move out of your province, what province would you move to? So, of course, that guy got really interested in this whole Reddit thread. So what do you think is the province that most Canadians would want to move to if they couldn't stay in their own province?
Ontario.
Newfoundland.
So where do the people in Ontario go, Al? Since the majority are there.
Newfoundland, because they're all going back. They're all Newfoundlanders.
No. The majority of the people in Canada say they would go to either Nova Scotia. Well, the majority say Nova Scotia, but it's split between Nova Scotia and BC.
The coasts.
And the people that are living in BC would move to Nova Scotia. The people in Nova Scotia would move to BC.
Nobody likes us here in Ontario because of our premier.
No.
He used to sell really good hash, though.
No, but it's the salt air.
It's the salt air. You know what? I'm having a hard time with the moistness here. It's very moist. Moist and sticky.
The trigger word, moist.
And like it's usually right now it's 98% moisture, and outside and 36% inside moisture.
And that's not moist, that's dry.
Yeah, inside.
Yeah, and what is it outside?
98%.
Oh, is it raining?
No, it's like wicked blowing snow and Northern Ontario crap.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still haven't been out. My car's still frozen.
I don't even know what our weather is. I think we're cold. We're getting a cold snap right now.
Well, yeah, we're Canada is getting a cold snap.
Dude, we're getting rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
No. I mean, a cold snap for us isn't a cold same as a cold snap for you.
No, it's not. No.
Our current temperature right now is a balmy minus 11 Celsius, but going up to a balmy +5 on Sunday.
It's
We got sun tomorrow.
I got rain.
I got sun and cloud and 1 degree, and then rain on Sunday.
It's only 0 outside right now, but everything's covered in a sheet of snow, and it's blowing, and the wind makes it.
You're telling me it's colder here than it is in your place?
Yep.
Hang on.
But yet I'm fucking cold, man. I mean, I've had
but fuck. There's no way you're 0 degrees.
That's what it says on my weather station here.
Yeah, your weather station's wrong. Terrace Bay right now is minus 25.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is.
It froze.
It froze. Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. We are under a severe weather alert from now until 2 a.m. on Saturday, and it says the Weather Network says it's 1 degree, Marcel.
And on the screen it says minus 25.
It's 1 degree, but with the wind chill, it's minus 24. That's what I'm getting about the wind up here. It comes right off the lake, right up the hill, right through my backyard, and then hits my greenhouse, which is now down 4 panels. We're going to see if we can get all 8 by the end of the spring or by the end of the winter.
I could print screen this and then turn around, crop it, and show you that it's showing me minus 25.
What's different in Alberta? Buddy said that he'd go to Alberta. What's different in Alberta with the cannabis laws than Ontario and Nova Scotia? Because Ontario and Nova Scotia are very similar.
Cannabis laws, why? Dispensaries are privately owned.
So there's no regulation.
Well, there is regulation.
Okay. Ontario just make the new rules, didn't they, Al?
Is it? Oh, we'll get to that in a sec. What kind of regulations are they? Are they more stringent than here? Can you grow there? Blah, 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 blah.
It's the same as everywhere federally.
Okay.
Right. The only advantage that Alberta's got is no sales tax.
5%, I think, is what.
Is it now?
Said. Yeah, because they do have.
That's GST.
Yeah, they have a federal tax, but not a provincial tax.
Right. That's GST.
But saying that, because that's where my sister is, saying that prices are a little higher there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like prices are high here. A box of Kraft Dinner, okay, macaroni and cheese, when I moved up here was between 95 cents and $1.40. $2.99 up here.
$2.50 here.
Yeah. It's fucking craziness for a thing that used to cost 50 cents.
50?
Yes.
Fuck, 25 cents and it used to be on sale for 10 cents.
Fair enough. Yeah. Rosa, come here, please. So what were you going to say, Darcy, about the laws? If you can remember.
What laws?
Blah, blah, blah.
Some things have changed in Canada or Ontario. In Ontario.
In Ontario, the fucking the article we were talking about there today.
Oh yeah. They have they
ran out of money.
The Toronto bylaw and cops are fighting over who's to enforce the illegal cannabis shops. So Toronto, and they can't get anybody to do it.
No, Toronto's the police.
Toronto's throwing their hands up in the air and saying,
"Well, it's not that they can't get anybody to do it. They were given X amount of money,
and they run out of money. Yeah,
$9 million for this.
Is that all?
Yeah, and they used it up. Now there's no more money, so nobody's being paid to go and close these illegal dispensaries.
So Toronto has said we're not going to close them. We're just going to leave them. But eventually the federal government will deal with it. I guess that's what they're hoping.
Well, then that means the RCMP would have to come in and shut them down.
That's what I said to Al, because I sent him the article as well.
The Toronto Police Force saying we got bigger things to deal with, like shootings.
But what he reminded me of is the fact that they would most likely just send in the OPP.
Yeah.
Right. Because the OPP, even though it's provincial, is mandated under federal, isn't it?
Nope.
No, it's all provincial.
So then they would I would think that they'd send the RCMP in.
They would have to.
They are the federal cops, or CSIS, or who,
or
the CIA,
or they give Toronto Police Service the money, or they give OPP the money. But every time they go and they do a bust and one of these things,
they just reopen.
But it costs them money, right?
Look
in manpower,
at
hours, things like that.
Yeah.
It all adds up.
Yeah,
so
and
somebody's got to pay for it.
Look at what Cafe has done in cities throughout Canada, specifically Toronto. They have stores that have been open for a long time. They've been raided. They've been shut down. They've had those big, huge cement blocks put in front of their building, where their response was to make an opening so they can get in and out, because they had to leave a door opening for safety reasons. And they put a banner up, which was a photo of the front of the store in front of the blocks, and just kept opening. Fungi's is the new store that is now closed because of the laws with mushrooms, and they were rated 157 times or something like that. Mm-hmm. And they can't afford it anymore, even though I'm sure they're making lots of money. So the smart thing is to go online, which is what they've done, and which is what they're doing. I've been buying online from an online service since I've been here, because I have only one store to go to, and quite frankly, they don't always have what I like.
The online stores are a whack-a-mole.
But if you find a store that is reputable, takes care of you, if you lose a parcel, they cover it, that kind of thing.
Then as far as enforcement on them, Al, it's a whack-a-mole. They can't shut them down. It's hard to shut them down.
Well,
the domain host won't. The RCMP can't. It's something to do with the RCMP can't get a warrant from the domain host.
It's legal to ship cannabis in the mail in Canada. How can you differential this is legal weed and that is not? BC has different laws. So when you order from a company, even if they're based in BC, you're dealing with the BC laws, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once it goes into the mail, it's going to get here. Like I knock on wood, I've had parcels take way too long, like the last two. But I've always got them,
Did you share this show on Facebook?
Nope. Not yet. Would you like me to?
Please.
All right. So you guys can talk while I do that. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Darcy.
Marcel.
How you doing, buddy?
Well, I call it the 4 stages.
Oh, really? What's that?
I'm in stage 2. That's to eat your fucking face off. I want to just eat my face off now.
Oh, right on. Have you figured out what the dosage strength is yet?
No.
Oh.
Is it a distillate?
It's a mixture.
I can't divulge the information.
It's a mixture of a bunch of different concoctions.
Huh. And somebody's munching.
And you can hear me. I was hoping you couldn't hear me crunch.
Yeah, what are you eating?
Well, whatever was close to me, and that's a bag of party mix.
Oh, I miss party mix.
Hey, what were those chips that you had there the other day?
Which ones?
I know the ones that Chrissy liked.
The Trailer Park Boys ones?
Were they Trailer Park Boys?
Well, that's the ones I had the other day.
No.
I shared it, Marcel.
Not the last time we were there, the time before.
Oh, was it the ones from Walmart?
I don't know.
Was it the spicy queso ones?
No.
I seen
No, it was
the
dill pickle or something fucking stupid, or ranch or something.
the new macaroni and cheese that's Doritos macaroni and cheese. Cheetos macaroni and cheese. That's what it was.
Nah.
Yeah, no thank you.
What was that, Darcy?
Sam Squanch Ranch.
What?
That's the name of the chips.
Say it again.
Sam Squanch Ranch.
Sam Squanch. No, I don't think that was it.
Yeah, I can guarantee it was the Trailer Park Boys ones.
I don't know.
I had a couple different flavors of them here.
Hey, Marcel.
Hey, yeah. There it is.
Did you know we're on YouTube?
Again?
Yeah. Lennie would be so excited if he knew.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Considering Buddy's talking to us from YouTube, I guess we are.
Yeah.
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 Darcy?
Yeah.
Darcy?
Marcel?
Did you know that we're on YouTube?
No, but that's awesome. We're also on Audible.
Are we really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were on Audible.
Yep.
And we're on iHeartRadio.
We're on something else.
Yeah, when I put it up on there, yeah, we are. Yeah. Several
There's
years
all
of iHeartRadio actually are on there.
Where else are we at?
We're on 420pace.ca.
Okay, because I see like 4 different Facebooks up there.
Yeah, all the different Facebooks. We're on our LinkedIn.
Oh, I can just click these little arrow things and it tells
see
me
where we go. Yeah.
420 Pace, 420 Radio Show. That's LinkedIn. What's this? 420 Pace. Oh, that's Pace. What's this? Oh, StreamYard on air. Oh, you're live on air.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Marcel, here's a question.
We can only have up to 1,000 listeners.
No, that's just on the embed. That's just on the embed on our website. That's it. And that's not stuff that we need people to know. Thank you, Aaron.
What's OS 1?
That's never mind.
Okay.
We're in the process of making some changes, so I'm not
cool.
Saying, yeah.
Oh, surprise! There's a surprise coming, everybody.
No, just
Buddy wants to grow Ricky's hash plant.
We are getting ready to do.
I don't think it would grow well in Alberta.
Another Can Expo, and so we're trying to get everything all working right and stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't think Ricky's hash plant would grow good in Alberta. Don't go to Alberta.
Ricky's hash plant. I've never heard of that. I've heard of other hash plants, obviously, but not
Park Boys.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Because if Trailer Park Boys grew any plants, they grew them in Nova Scotia. At the trailer park, actually, out behind the airport.
They grew them. They grew them in there at the trailer park. But did they really?
Who? Okay. Have you seen trailer parks in Nova Scotia?
And a little back.
No, I've never watched the show, so no.
Oh,
Marcel?
What was that?
I said a little backstory about Ricky's hash plant. It's a collaboration with Brothers Grimm.
Oh, is it?
Them I've heard of.
That's who they did a collaboration with. And they come out of Europe.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But what is his hash plant? What's it crossed with?
Man, you crunch loud, dude.
I'm not crunching loud. That's the worst thing.
Gum them to death.
Or maybe I am really crunching loud. I'm just really high. And I'm thinking I'm not crunching loud.
Welcome to the 420 Radio.
Where we're listening to Darcy have the munchies.
Well,
Today's top subject is Darcy's got the munchies.
Well, this is why I said, if I see my thing on mute, you know what I'm doing. I'm in stage 2.
See, I don't get munchies, so I don't.
Oh, I've had the munchies bad the last from the Death Bubba. And,
Really?
and I've got Death Bubba and I've got some pink Rockstar. And by the time I'm ready to go to bed, I just have to go to bed or I'll just keep eating. Excuse me, lady. Would you lay down, please? Thank you very much.
I probably solve my munchies by consuming it as edible form.
Well, yeah, which I used to do at the lounge. But then by the time I got home, I was like, oh, you're talking about greening out. Holy.
No, I don't do the greening out thing. I'd like to try this greening out sometime, see what it's like.
How many doobies do you
question,
smoke a day?
and he'll send a pack of purple satellite crossed with mother of berry crossed with Pakistani shit roll kush. Oh, I'll make a trivia question.
What you're supposed to put that up on the thing so that we can read it, buddy.
Sorry, I was coughing. Dale sending out seeds.
Okie dokie. You got my address. Are they good for up here?
No, he's not sending you seeds.
Oh, but I get a win anyways.
Read what he says, dude.
Yeah, make a trivia question. Yes,
And I'll send
I
it
have
back
to try them too.
Oh, okay. I see how that works.
Make a trivia question. Give me give me. We'll figure that out next week. Remind me.
So basically, he's going to bug me during the week for a question.
No, I'm going to think of something that it doesn't have to be cannabis related.
Why not?
Well, it could be.
It's a 420 radio show, I think, and it's pot seeds. I'm pretty sure it should be cannabis related.
What did you post here?
I didn't post anything.
No, Darcy did.
When?
What you posted it in the wrong thing, Darcy.
Oh.
You posted it in the private chat. Did you want that to go in the regular chat, Darcy?
I will.
I think he fell.
Yeah.
He fell out of his chair.
I'll do it. Actually, I'll do it on here, and it'll come up from me. That way.
That way, Darcy doesn't get any credit. There you go.
Yeah. Just like that. Yeah, but they don't see it in
I don't know if
YouTube.
it's going to be too long or not. Let's see.
But they wouldn't see it in YouTube, would they?
No, No, I'm going to post it here in the comments because that they won't see that. So I will go here and here. And
Sure, they see it.
No. You
I
see
see it.
You see it. Yes.
Darcy, do you see it?
But it won't be in the chat, is what I'm saying, Marcel.
Oh.
Yeah. Like it does. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, there you go. See, now it goes to everything. Right?
Yeah. I shared everything.
So we're half an hour into this crap. What are we doing today?
Waiting for Darcy to unmute his mic.
Why did he fall again?
No, I'm right here.
Are you finished eating?
Well, I was gagging my guts up.
How come?
Well, you're eating too fast.
Well, yeah.
No,
Why?
Shovel it in.
I just had to cough and.
I don't have any munchies.
Plus, you had to type all of that out.
No, I didn't type all that out. You crazy?
He plagiarized somebody.
That's from Brothers Grimm website.
So it's a G13 hash plant.
I like G13.
G13. More G13.
Yeah, where'd it go? They actually, Al, that'd be a good place for you to check out for some seeds.
Pardon?
If you ever want some seed, like to buy some seeds, they have really their seeds are reasonably priced, and they have some really good genetics and really good ones for beginners too.
I have to find something that will germinate here because now I'm having a hard time starting seeds because it's so cold.
Yeah, well, they have with a proper heat mat, they have a 98% success rate with their seeds.
Well, I'm going to try I tried the heat mat already and it boiled them. So but now I've got a timer, like a timer plug, right? So
yeah,
I'm going to try, and I'm going to wrap it in a towel and then place them on top of that and see what happens there.
Well, actually, if you want to hit my music. That didn't work.
He's got to move. He's got to move.
I'm not Paul Schaefer, dude.
This is how it grew to be.
I thought there for a second. I felt like fucking one of them wrestlers on TV. Hit my music. Anyways, no, I started some seeds today, Al.
I had a system that I came up with, as you guys know, last year. Mm-hmm. And that's what I did again. And I put them in the same spot, covered them with a towel, and they're just sitting in a cupboard. But it's too cold here, right? Like the house doesn't go below 18.5 because that's how I've got it set for. But I keep it in the 19, sometimes 20, depending on. But when we get a gust, it changes everything, right?
Yeah, but you got 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts up there right now, so you can understand that.
Sometimes.
So do you have a heat mat?
I do have a heat mat, yes.
So what are the seeds in right now?
Nothing at the moment. I tried one that I had and it didn't work, so now I have to try again. But if I'm gonna use a heat mat, means I'm paying for the hydro, means I'm gonna do more than one at a time, right? So,
well, I would never germinate just one seed.
Well, it was a seed I found that was in a bag that I bought, and I said, let's see what happens. But I didn't, because I don't want to. I wasted $172 last year just to try and get seeds to pop, and the ones I ended up using weren't ones that I bought.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I'm not spending any more money on seeds until I can figure out some kind of a system germinating seeds here in the middle of January in fucking minus 20 fucking degree weather. Right? Like the house is warm, it's fine, but what happens is I go to bed, I have it set low. I mean, it has not gotten lower than 17 down in the basement, which is fine. It's 19 down there. Sometimes it's warmer downstairs in the basement than it is up here because of the wind, right?
Yeah.
You got to get yourself
so put your heat mat down there, germinate your seeds down there, do everything down there.
I can't go down the stairs right now. I can't go anywhere. I have not been out in 3 weeks. Remember, my knees fucked up. I can't do the stairs. I haven't even gone out. I've got 3 feet of snow on my deck. I can't even get out the door. Aries came over with groceries for me the other day. He had to hoof it in.
Remember, Al fell down and boom.
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah. So I'm still walking around with the walker, and I have people shopping for me when I need. So I'm all right. Bored though, because I like to go out, eh?
Oh yeah, it's nice to get out of the house. Nice to get out of them 4 walls once in a while.
I also don't. I don't like not being able to shop for myself.
Yeah, well, that would drive me crazy.
Okay, Dale. So Dale said that this contest is only open to Canadian residents. Unfortunately, sorry to you Southern people. I guess the U.S. isn't all Southern. The U.S. is across the lake from me. I'm across the lake from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. That's that's why then people in that 70s show came across and bought beer from the Canadians.
Did they go across Lake Superior?
They I forget what border crossing they were at.
Lake Superior is actually one of the roughest, angriest of the lakes. It's the coldest, it's the deepest. It's considered a freshwater ocean because of the size.
Yeah, it is deep.
There are up and around 500 shipwrecks that they know about, including the Andrea Dorian, right? Is that what it is? Andrea Dorian? Doria. Okay. Which is the song that Gordon Lightfoot.
No.
Who
That's
was
Edmund Fitzgerald.
Okay, so I'm thinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That's in Lake Superior, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the Andrea Dorian is not.
No.
Okay. That's the one that blew up in Nova Scotia, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at this can termination system that Buddy was talking about.
Can you find a website? Bring it up.
Yeah, I've got a website. Here, I'll share the website.
No, I mean bring it up, share it.
Well, I'm looking to see what there is worth showing other than me just flipping around to see what they have. So a germination bundle is $103 sold out. Germination canisters, $959. Heat pad, $45.
So I'm a little buggered off because of the fact that I had a system. I figured out a system that worked, and now with the cold, it changes everything. Right? Do the seeds know the seasons? Do they know what time of year it is?
What?
Are seeds affected by the time of year?
No,
they're affected by temperature and light. Temperature, humidity, and light.
Okay.
Yeah. Light. Yeah.
So the can system is designed to make it safe and easy to handle, soak, and germinate up to 8 different seed varieties at once, safely and effectively in our canister. The can system uses convection to create a perfect environment for your seeds, ensuring consistent textbook germination every time. So it's a tray with a paper in it. Put your seeds in.
Darcy?
Yes.
Did you smoke so much you're up and walking around? It sounds like somebody's walking around.
No, that's my dog. That's my dog in the bedroom running around the house with her bone.
I make good gummies, but they're not that good.
Oh, you can only wish, eh, bud?
So I'm glad you said something. I was sitting there staring at the table there for a second. Whew.
Zoned out.
I was there for a second.
Yeah. I don't know. Seems expensive.
Well, Al suggested wrapping it in a towel and setting the timer for an hour on, an hour off. But what I thought I would try is wrapping the plate and that I use, or I might use a couple of trays that I put together. But anyways, wrap it in a towel and then put it into the sun blaster, because it's that little greenhouse is sitting over a heat register, right?
Yeah, but that heat only comes out when the heat comes on.
Correct.
Right. So,
and it's in the window.
Would you like to know how I germinate my seeds?
Yes, please.
Okay. I have a little glass plate.
Yes, that's what I use. Yes.
And I have a glass bowl.
Okay. Well, I'm using ceramic, but okay.
But I have a glass bowl that fits over the plate upside down.
Yes.
To create a little domed area.
And that's what I do. Yes.
In that plate, I fold up paper towel.
Correct. And moisten it.
I get it very wet.
Moist and wet.
It's
moist.
Beyond moist. It's wet.
Moist.
Like if I picked it up, water would drip off of it.
That's moist.
That goes on the bottom. Then another piece of paper towel goes on top. Seeds go inside that paper towel because it's folded over.
Yeah.
Then it's sprayed with water.
Okay. Yes.
And if I'm doing multiple strains, then I do different layers all the way up.
Okay. So, I was going to ask you about that. So then you just record which layer is what.
Right. I mark on the paper towel.
Or what I've done is what I do is I put a piece of tape on one of my Gazette rolling trays that I have, and I put the name of it and then a tissue and a name of it and a tissue, and I can get 4, maybe even 8 in there, and then I'll take another tray and put it on top of that and wrap it with a towel. Does that sound good? Same kind of thing?
No.
So
I don't use a towel.
You don't, but here I might need that with the heat.
No, because what I do is I set it on my heat mat.
Yeah, but you see, I did that last year and they boiled, bud.
Because you got to check them every couple hours, or not a couple hours, about every 12 hours. You got to get them re-wet.
Okay.
All right.
And so I know what Al's saying. His heat mat got too hot.
His heat mat got too hot. They dried out, and it cooked the seeds. But you've got to keep them wet.
But it also did the same thing to the seedlings that actually did come up. It boiled them.
Has your heat mat got a thermostat?
No. Just plug it in and it's on.
Is your heat mat for seeds?
Yes.
Then it should only go to 74 degrees. You put a thermometer on it when it's on.
Seeds and seedlings. It says it right on it.
Actually, you know what?
Turn it on and stick a thermometer on it.
I'll tell you right now how hot they are because I got one plugged in right now. And it's likely the same as Al's. Mine ain't got a thermostat on it either, Marcel, so I'll tell you one sec.
Mine doesn't, but I've checked it with my heat gun.
I don't have a heat gun. The only fancy toy I have is that soil thing that I'm going to use downstairs when I get everything. You know, when I was just ready to go down and put that fucking tent up and just go for it, and now I can't even go down the stairs.
I wouldn't call a thermometer a fancy toy, but I know what you mean.
Is it you washed it off before you used it, right?
What, the thermometer? Yeah. I've got
Did your mom take your temperature from your bum when you were a youngster? Mine did.
No, never.
Mine did. Yep.
No.
Just be like, yep.
No.
There you go.
I mean, we were taught at a young age not to bite a fucking glass rod in your mouth. So if you don't bite the glass rod, then you don't need one shoved up your ass.
Intelligent conversation here on the 420 radio show.
Yeah. Well, I was waiting for Darcy to come back.
He hasn't even done his little thing.
No. But yeah, anyways, because I'll go in and I'll check it on the heat mat. Just lift the bowl, spray it with some water, close the bowl. And usually within 12 to 24 hours, I get 1 or 2 seeds.
1 second.
I'd be very eerie with them heat mats without thermostats.
Well, this is why
if it's a reputable brand that you're getting from a reputable place, so you take it home, you plug it in, you check the temperature. if the temperature's not right, take it back.
Yeah, well, mine, I just checked mine, and mine in the very middle of that heat pad.
Yep.
It's 111 Fahrenheit.
Wow. Was it on the edges?
95. My seed, I just took my seeds off. I checked my seeds. My seeds were 91.
Nice.
Is that okay? Is that too much? Now, okay, so
as long as they're wet. As long as they're wet.
Should I also put it on the timer?
What?
The mat.
See what the temperature is first.
Okay.
But you also don't want that that temperature, that seed fluctuating from, especially a 10 or 12 degree fluctuation, right?
Well, it's normally it's no colder than 18.5 degrees in the house.
Well, that's not so bad.
So, although I've come out and seen it at 17, the basement's been at 17. The basement's at 19. It's upstairs. It's 21 right now.
That's not bad. It's 22 in my house because Scarlett just turned the heat on because she was a little cold.
Yeah, I don't do well. I don't like heat. I get sinus headaches from heat.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind it. Although I've had guests ask me to turn the furnace on.
A guest asked me to turn the furnace on.
Yeah, it's too cold.
Yeah, we're paying for that heat,
Well, hey, But yeah, no, I need to, my goal for the winter, with your guys' help, is to come up with a system that works every time for me, so that I'm not, because I'm stressing about spending money on seeds and then having them not work. If I got to do seeds, I got to figure it out.
Well, first off, I would not order seeds again until you get it figured out.
Well, this is what I'm doing. I have I've got all the seeds that Paul Martin sent me.
Yeah.
Paul Martin? Yeah. And I've got seeds that Dale has sent me, and I've got a whole bunch of other stuff too that I'm not going to touch because that's the stuff that went fucking rogue on me last year, or now 2 years ago now. So
them lemon skunk ones that you got from Dale, they have a pretty good germination success rate.
Okay, but they're regular, right?
They were, yes.
Okay, and what about the candy cane?
You
didn't answer my fucking question.
Those autoflowers, Al, yes, you can start them autoflowers.
So the candy cane is an autoflower.
Yes, it's not stable.
Is it a female though? Is it a femme?
They're male females, but they're quick. They're quick. 3 weeks after you plant that seed, you're going to have males.
I'll know.
Yeah, you're going to have males. Your males will show first, then your females.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So lemon skunk and those will grow up here.
Yep.
And candy cane. And anything else? You know what he sent me. So
first, the other ones that Dale sent you, Dale knows.
I'm gonna try that. I've got the Northern Lights that I'm gonna try again.
Yeah, but the purple satellite mother berries would do best for you up there.
Oh my god, that's an amazing strain.
Because it finishes so quick.
And where do I get those?
Dale. He just said he was going to send you some.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, those are nice. And far as his Northern Lights goes, he knows how that plant grows. He knows what its finishing time is like. I never grew it.
It you know what? I really enjoyed it. I liked what I grew. I liked both of the what do you call them? I got them. The feminized seeds that I had. It's home. I can't even read. Homesteader E1 or F1.
F1.
And it's a high CBD, and there was another one that I did as well that was a high CBD. Both feminized. They both produced. If I had been better at it, I probably would have gotten more. But they just didn't. The buds were huge, but there weren't many of them. You know what I mean?
No.
So I'm not thinking that, even though I really like the strain, I'm not thinking that that's something I want to waste money on for hydro, right?
Yeah. No, the one thing with that lemon skunk is when you grow it outside, give it lots of airflow.
Okay, can I grow? It'll grow inside as well.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so I'll start the lemon skunk and the candy cane tomorrow.
Candy cane's about 65 to 67 days from the day you plant that seed. You should be harvesting that plant.
Well, the plan is to start them up here.
Yeah.
And then when my leg's better, I'll move them downstairs. And if I can't get up and down the stairs, then I'll have to set up the tent upstairs.
Is that an auto flower?
Yes, just remember, Al, if you could plant, if you can get someone over to give you a hand, get them to bring up the pots that you're going to plant them auto flowers in.
I have 2 pots already up here.
Perfect. Try not to disturb the root system on that because the auto where that plant's not stable. Most auto flowers are finicky, anyways.
So, here's the thing. Okay, that little experiment I did, Marcel, they kept growing the tops that I put and then put them in the window.
Yeah.
Okay, they kept going quite a long time. But then they just died. And when I pulled them up, there were no roots at all.
Really?
Yeah. So it was literally just sitting there. And it didn't dry even. It was wet. Right? So that was a experiment been and gone.
What'd you use for root hormone? You didn't use a root hormone, did you?
I did. I used the stuff, what do you call it? I can't remember the brand, but I've got root stimulator stuff, powder.
Yeah.
I dipped it in, sliced it on a 45 with a sharp blade, dipped it in. I even put a little bit in the hole. And it was being fed as well. Both of them were after a bit. So, yeah.
Cool.
No.
Yeah.
So how many never mind. That one just flew right out the fucking window, didn't it?
What?
We might just have to do a short show tonight. What?
and then it got high.
I think we might just do a short show tonight.
Why? Because you're all high? Well, gentlemen, this is how I am every Friday. Come on.
We know. We're here with you. Hello.
Get with the program. Catch up.
We are with the program.
Lightweight. We get poor Darcy over there drooling already.
No, not yet.
Is that stage 3?
No, I'm starting to feel that fucking slight aching behind my eyes. I'm hoping I'm not getting a headache from the distillate.
No, you won't.
And I'm trying to think about it because if I do, then I'll dwell about it, and then it'll be even worse.
Oh, and then it'll be a migraine, and
I'll just take some amitriptyline the doctor gave me, and
they'll have to put you on an IV and probably a respirator.
And then they'll tell you have hypermimesis.
Yeah.
No. Then they'll say, "Oh, sorry, you're HIV positive."
Oh God.
And I just left my doctor's office yesterday, so
you gave it to him too.
It was an interesting day.
She shared it around. Way to go.
No, it was an interesting day there yesterday, Al, just to say the least, but everything's working out, so hopefully it does.
There you go.
I think
I gotta go see a specialist in Halifax again, and they don't know how long it's going to take. Because the last time they put a request through for me to get in the doctor in Halifax, how long did it take, Marcel? What was it, 4.5 years?
I have to start doing stuff like that with doctors up in Thunder Bay.
Up in Thunder Bay.
In Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay.
Lord Thunder and Jesus by.
Yep.
Trying to find something.
What looks kind of boring, Marcel? I'm looking at our chat. Oh, okay. Mary Jane in an empty hall.
Her video. My living soil mixer. Oh, composter. Is that what they're calling composter? Is a living soil mixer now?
Yeah. Oh, is that thing I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Al got one of those.
Yeah, they've been around for fucking 50 years.
It looks like something that's been around. You know, I can't have one here because the bears will just go at it, right?
Yeah.
We had
composting would be hard with a lot of bears around.
But not just the bears. You know, there's skunks, there's wolves and skunks and coyotes and dogs and oh my.
Yeah, no, I saw a really cool video of a guys out ice fishing and a wolf ran by chasing a coyote. And guess what?
What?
The coyote wasn't gaining, but he wasn't losing either. He was keeping good pace.
Wolves are 3 to 6 times larger than a coyote.
Yep.
They weigh in around 150 to 200 pounds.
Yep.
And it's all fucking muscle.
Yep.
A coyote is a somebody's dog that went out and got laid with a wolf.
It's a Chihuahua wolf cross. That's why they're so nasty. Yeah. Genetically, it was a Chihuahua and a wolf.
Chihuahua.
That's how you ended up with a coyote.
Huh.
You didn't know that, Darcy?
No, I was just sitting here reading.
Oh God, no.
Well, trying to, and the words were like.
Did it hurt?
No, they were just moving on the screen there for a second, and I just had to blink my eyes twice, and now they're all right. No, I was just looking at Brothers Grimm seeds here. They got a Northern Lights cross with Cinderella 99. It's a tester pack. It's 9 seeds.
How much?
But they're feminized. $33 for the 10 seeds or 9 seeds.
Can you send me that information on our private chat, please, buddy?
Yes, I can. But they got a couple.
You know, I mean, that's not so bad. Like when I say I'm not going to go spend money on seeds, is I'm not going to go spend $150 on 2 seeds. You know, because they have that available.
If you were to do that, I to be honest with you, Al, I got seeds here in my fridge that are really expensive seeds and like really good genetics. I would just send you a pack of them first before you spend your money.
Well, I mean, you know, but I don't want to waste them. So like I'm annoyed because MJ sent me a bunch of seeds. Now I'm pretty sure they're older because it was in a box of stuff that she had when she was sending me some stuff, and not one cracked, not one. And they were $75 for the container of seeds. I think she bought them. She bought them, and then or they were donated or whatever. But the price tag was on it, and it was $75 for, I think there was 5 seeds. So, and not one came up, and I can't remember the strain, but it was a strain I really wanted to try. But so I'm going to try with the cheaper stuff and not waste them, right? And just do what I got to do, right?
Sorry,
I'll have my license signed probably within the month, so I'll be able to bring everything in from the greenhouse and start using that stuff as well, right?
Wow, I just sent that through to Al, and I first sent it to my wife. Wow. Wow.
Your wife has started messaging me in the morning. You know.
Oh, has she?
Yes, she
Have
does.
you started messaging her back?
Yeah, I say hi. She just asked me how my knee is.
Lucifer. Yeah, they got a couple of really good strains on here I want to try, actually. These tester packs before they're gone.
Well, the first thing I think I need to do is figure out a cracking system because it's starting to bother me. It's starting to piss me off.
Well, they got Rosetta Stone. I always wanted to grow Rosetta Stone. Well, they got Rosetta Stoned. It's Rosetta Stone crossed with Rosetta Stone. Yeah, so they got her stoned. I'd like to try it.
You can get stoned and learn French.
Yeah. No, you know what? You know what I did? I downloaded Babbel to my phone when it was. This was back when it was free.
Yeah. It's not free anymore.
No, they give you a few things free, and then you got to pay for it.
Yeah, no thanks.
Just like everything. But anyways, I was playing around on Babbel, and I was like sitting there stoned one day, and I said, I'm going to try to learn Swedish. Fuck that. I think I picked the hardest language to fucking try to learn. Like, wow.
So if you're just tuning in and you haven't seen our new website, have a peek at 420radio.ca. It's all redone. We've got there are 1,479 videos that you can watch. Nope, sorry. Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah. I can't read the damn thing.
You know what's really good?
I'm reading recipes right here. Sorry.
No, you know what's really good?
What kind of recipes?
Cannabis recipes.
Fried bologna sandwich with mustard.
Oh, dude, we used to do fried bologna, cut a big thick right off the fucking bologna, cut it thick, throw it into the fucking frying pan, and then just smother it in mushroom on white bread. That's what we used to do when we were doing munchies back in the day. We'd go into my buddy's uncle's fridge and just clean it out.
Oh, I'm bad on bologna is my fucking downfall.
Milk was my thing when I was a youngster. I used to go downstairs in the middle of the night and drink all the milk. My mom fucking was furious.
No, my biggest thing was mine is bologna.
Bologna.
Get up. The wife will get up in the morning. She'll go to get a cream out of the fridge, and she'll find the pepper. I get so stoned. I fucking put the pepper in the fridge.
I do that.
Ready for a recipe?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna pull it up on the thing?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Only because of how this recipe is.
What the hell was that, Darcy? Were you choking your chicken?
No, my dog's ball. I just ran over it.
You ran over your dog's balls?
No, her ball. She's got so many toys that they're scattered everywhere all over.
Oh yeah, we have
to chew her. So I got to give her something to chew on, or she'll chew on every fucking thing.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Marcel.
Go ahead, Marcel. Sorry.
You sure?
Well, you figure you interrupt me a lot, so I was just interrupting you.
Zing! He didn't like that. He went quiet.
The recipe is for butter.
Is that the one that I just... No, that's not the one I just posted.
This is for making cannabis butter.
Okay.
So, this is their recipe. It is 1 cup of butter, a 1/4 ounce of decarboxylized cannabis, and optional 1 cup of water.
Why water? I thought you weren't supposed to put any water in there at all.
Why?
Well, just what I've heard.
Okay, so you heard wrong.
Okay.
And we'll explain. So, decarboxylation. Preheat your oven to 245 Fahrenheit. Grind the cannabis coarsely with a hand grinder. Spread the ground cannabis on parchment-lined paper baking sheet. Put the cannabis in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes, stirring every 10 minutes to ensure even toasting.
Toasty-o-eos.
Infusing the butter, melt the butter in a saucepan over low heat, if desired. Add water to regulate the temperature more effectively during cooking. Add the decarboxylated cannabis to the melted butter. Keep the heat low, ideally between 160 and 180 degrees Fahrenheit, and let the mixture simmer for 2 to 3 hours.
Question. I've always done 220.
220 what?
Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
For decarboxylation?
Yeah.
Okay. But 2 to 3 hours, stirring occasionally. Be careful not to let the mixture boil.
Okay.
Right? So, this is where I'm going to stop for a moment.
Please, because now I'm lost.
Well, if you're going to put your decarboxylated cannabis into a hot oil, which is basically butter, even if it's mixed with hot water, for 2 to 3 hours at 180 degrees Fahrenheit is going to decarboxylate your cannabinoids.
Hang on, Marcel. My screen is leaking. The smoke from our video is going into my screen here.
Yeah, without having to decarboxylate it ahead of time in the oven, which is going to give you a really shitty burnt taste.
So you shouldn't decarboxylate it beforehand?
Not if if you're going to be putting it into your stove and simmering it for 2 to 3 hours, that's going to decarboxylate it.
So why not do it once instead of twice, right?
Exactly. So before the internet came along, for years and years and years, how we made butter was water, butter, pot, 12 hours on a simmer.
Okay.
All right. No decarboxylate. We never put pot in an oven.
Okay.
All right. Because as soon as you do that, especially to ensure even toasting, it means that you're literally burning that plant matter.
I was going to say, can I chime in there, Marcel? You're literally your oven is literally vaporized. Your big vaporizer.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but you only start vaporizing cannabinoids at specific temperatures, like THC at around 350 degrees, right?
Right, same temperature you make cookies.
Well, it starts at around 325 or whatever, and then it goes up from there. That's why I laugh when people say, "Oh, you preheat the oven to 400 degrees for your bread that you're making with canna butter." Well, sure. Why would I do that? Right? At 400 degrees, I'm vaporizing literally the cloud of vapor that comes out when you open the oven.
Oh yeah. I've been there, done that. You see, one of the things that it says in the instructions for making butter with my magical butter machine is to not add water.
Right. Because the magic butter machine is totally different.
And it's sealed.
And it's not meant to be sitting there running for, well, it is meant to sit there for 4 hours, which, again,
4 to 6 hours. I mean, the timer goes up to 6 hours. So
yeah, I never understood the whole purpose of decarboxylating. When I use magic butter, I never once put anything in the oven to decarboxylate it.
Well, who's doing dishes, Darcy?
My wife is.
Okay.
But if I'm going to have something in a heat source for 4, 6, 12 hours.
Yeah, what's the point of decarbing it?
Exactly.
That's why I'm always
shitty flavor.
Fuck, I forgot to decarb again.
Right.
More often than not, I just forget and it works out because I'm cooking my cookies and, it's decarbing while it's cooking my cookies.
So let me finish my recipe.
All right, go ahead.
So now that after it's simmered for a while, it's time to strain it. You want the plant matter out, so use cheesecloth. You can get jelly strainer bags. You can get all kinds of different things, but cheesecloth works really well.
Yeah.
And pour everything through it into a bowl or a container, and then put it in the fridge. Because
I also, when I make a small batch, I put it in my potato squeezer.
Yeah, well, you can use anything to squeeze it out, you can use your hands and squeeze it out.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have the pressure in my hands anymore.
Right. You'll never get it all out.
No, I know, but you take that. Right. See, I take that and I freeze it, and then I break it up and I make stuff for the dog.
Well, you can do that with it, but I wouldn't do it if it was decarboxylated.
It's not.
Right? Like if it was baked first, toasted. That's the word, toasted first. No, don't do that.
That was the commercials with what was that?
I don't know. But once you squeezed it all out and got it into the bowl, put it in the fridge.
Yep.
And let the butter harden.
Yes.
Right?
Is there a reason for letting it harden and not using it right away?
Well, because it's mixed with water.
And the water separates.
Right. So the water goes to the bottom, the fat goes to the top, the butter gets hard, you can just peel it out. Yeah. So then what I do is once I take it out, I put it into a bowl, and I start mixing it around with a spoon and literally squeeze the rest of the water out of it
Okay.
and pour that water off, right? So as you're working it, water's going to come out of it. And I'll because I use it for recipes, and I'll pour that water off.
Can you reuse that water for anything? Would there be any reason to?
No. No, I'm trying to think of any reason that you want to use that water, and I can't.
That's why I'm asking, because there's a reason for not getting rid of your roots. There's a reason for not getting rid of your stems. So.
What's your reason?
I don't know. I'm asking you. You're the encyclopedia of weedy.
I don't keep my roots. And
some people do. Some people dry them out and grind them and use them for root stuff.
Yeah. Some people take the stalks and turn them into pens.
And some people take the stalks.
Some people give the stalks to their dogs as chew toys.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I give Rosa the stalks. She likes them. Her favorite toys. My dog's favorite toys are stalks and small pop bottles. Well, any size pop bottle, really. She likes to put it in her hands and open it and play with it.
Yeah.
So
that's how to make cannabis butter.
And it's the same process to make coconut oil. Cannabis coconut oil. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you use water for coconut oil?
You can.
Because coconut oil has more water in it, right?
What?
But it has more water in it than butter would.
No.
Okay.
No. Butter shouldn't have water in it. It should be fat.
Okay.
Right? Unless it's country crock.
But what I mean is there's more moisture in a coconut oil than there is in milk fat. No?
Define moisture.
You don't
coconut oil has a lower melting point than butter.
I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Okay, it just melts at a lower temperature, like 76 degrees.
But you don't need to put water in that, is what I'm getting at.
No.
Okay. Like you would with the butter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using it, you don't have to put water in with the butter. But what the water is good for is if you're going to let it sit and simmer for hours on end, then it's good to have the water in there to help regulate that temperature.
And it stops it from burning.
Well, the water temperature only gets to 212.
Okay.
What happens after 212 with water?
It evaporates.
Right, it vaporizes. So you can only get to 212. So water is a great carrier for something like butter. The problem is trying to get olive oil off of water isn't the easiest.
Okay.
Right? So in the case of olive oil, then you're going to sit there with a thermometer making sure that you don't go up in temperature. Because remember, oils can go a lot higher temperature than water will.
Yes.
Right? So you have to make sure you don't go over 221 degrees.
I used my, last time I did the oil thing, I used my coffee warmer.
Well, the other one is to do it in a jar in a pot of water or a double boiler.
I've seen that method done as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can do a double boiler with olive oil in your pot in it for 4 or 5 hours.
And just remember, don't decarb it if you're cooking with it. Right?
What do you mean if you're cooking with it?
If you're cooking with
your process of making your butter or your oil is going to decarb it in most cases.
That's what I'm getting at. So you don't need to decarb it to begin with. You don't need to have to decarb your weed because it decarbs when it's cooking the oil.
Right.
Yeah. Or the butter.
Right. Because the reason it's sitting there for 2 to 3 hours at that temperature is for the cannabinoids to actually dissolve and be absorbed into the liquid.
And that's a good argument. You know, the other argument in cannabis is whether or not to flush your plants. That's the argument I'm seeing now. Yes, you should. No, you shouldn't. It doesn't matter. But are we done with the cooking stuff first?
Yeah, we're done with that for now.
Okay, so let's talk about.
We'll save that for next week. We'll save the rest for next week.
All right.
But for the argument of flushing, I've flushed and I've not flushed, and I haven't found a difference between either.
Now, using different now I will say, if you use a fucking triple 20 or a Miracle Grow, first I'll slap you. There's the first issue. Second issue is, yes, fucking flush the shit out of that fucking nutrients or to that soil.
Well, see, if I was growing in just straight cocoa, then I'd have no problem with flushing. But I'm growing in soil. And if I'm growing in soil, what's the sense of flushing? I'm wasting water, literally wasting water.
What's cheaper, the coca or the coconut stuff, the fluff, or soil?
There's no answer to that. There's no answer to that because one, you're going to use a hell of a lot more nutrients than you are in the other one.
Well, yeah, one's basically growing hydroponically.
So you're going to use more nutrients in the non-soil method,
right?
Because it doesn't bind to anything and stay.
You got to remember, there's no bacteria. You have no bacteria in that cocoa except for trichoderma, and trichoderma is really not that beneficial to your plants.
So is that why? But on a large scale, if you're growing hydroponically, then yes.
Well, if you're doing large scale hydroponically, you wouldn't have cocoa anyways.
No,
you'd be doing deep water culture or running an ebb and flow table, or
they just float the water. The roots just float in the water.
Right. Yeah. So with cocoa, I mean, cocoa is I don't.
What is cocoa? It's just shredded coconut, isn't it?
It's the husk.
Well, it's the husk off of cocoa coir is what it is. So
that's the technical name.
Yeah, it's a husk off of a coconut shell, which makes a really nice medium to grow a plant in, except it doesn't retain nutrients.
No.
And it doesn't have any nutrients. So
or beneficial bacteria.
Or beneficial bacteria.
You actually have to put more stuff in, I would
say. You have to amend all that.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got to feed that plant all the time. Whereas if you have a plant that's growing in a soil mix, then there's already nutrients in the soil. There's already bacteria in the soil. And now all you're doing is complementing it with nutrients.
That's the difference between a soil mix and a soil-less mix.
Yeah.
Soil-less mix is your soil, your mixes that have a lot of perlite and vermiculite in it.
And that's to allow airflow and
more air. Yeah.
That's why I like the Pro Mix with the perlite.
I like Pro Mix.
It seems to be the most conditioned. And Pro Mix now they came out with it last year. It's a regular Pro Mix bag, except for it's not a brick. It's you cut off the top and you grow right in the bag.
You can do that in the bricks.
Yes, I know you can, but I know you can. We've talked about that many times, but I'm saying that they actually have a system now available. It just kind of, you just split a bag in half. That's what I've done. That's what I did at the farm, right?
Yeah, you just fold it in half, fold the bag in half, cut it across. Now you have two bags of dirt.
But they're not that big.
They're big enough.
Yeah.
They're big enough for a plant.
And,
well,
if you're going to try something like that, you got to remember to punch some holes in the bottom too. Right?
Oh yeah, because you got to let water out.
Yep. But you see, the new system that they have, you don't have to. The only thing you have to do is cut the top off and put your plants in.
So there's already holes.
Well, I don't think it's holes. I think it's more of a type of product that lets water go through it.
Oh, the material of the bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It might even be something like one of the bags that you get. It might be in one of those, right? I don't know. I've not seen them. They didn't have them here, but I know that they came out with it. I saw a commercial for it. Yeah.
Dale didn't like the Grampies organic soil he tried.
You know, the I got that 420 mixture last year, and instead of the Pro Mix, and I didn't like it. In the Pro Mix, you get your perlite and stuff like that, where in the 420 mixture, there's no perlite, but there's sticks and stems, which does the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? So
I was seriously thinking of growing in cocoa outdoors this year, half my plants.
it makes sense to do or try something like that outside, yeah.
But
without a watering system.
I'm going to I'm going to make all my own soil this year because I'm going to take all the soil that I used last year in all my pots and dump it into a big 4x4 drainage bed that I got out there, a flood table, and then I'm going to re-amend all the nutrients back into it. So
that's what Al's got that thing that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and then I'm going to take it and then I'm going to re-amend it all back together and then just do that, and then I can save myself about $200 worth of soil.
I'm going to use.
Dale says you'll be busy, and I'm guessing that's me because I'm going to do half my plants in cocoa. But Dale, I'm going to set up a feeding system for them so I don't have to do it.
And water, because you do have to water 10 times more when you grow in cocoa.
And do they just sit in the water or no? Do they just trickle through? The water has to trickle, right?
It doesn't have to trickle, but they've got to get watered a lot. So
I don't mind watering, but I forget, right? So I'm going to give these auto pots one more try outside next year and see what happens. I wasn't impressed this year at all at anything. So I'm sure it's not the auto pots. But are the auto pots not really okay for greenhouses? That's the question.
Why wouldn't they be?
I don't know. I didn't get a substantial grow to find out.
Right, but you were also growing CBD plants.
Correct.
You weren't getting a substantial grow to begin with, no matter what you grew.
And that's why by April I will have plants ready to go out that sustain themselves here.
Are they going to be CBD plants?
Well, I may do one or two.
Then you're not going to get much quantity
of those plants there. No, I know that now. Yeah. I saw that this year.
The CBD strains don't produce large.
They were huge buds, like big, round, nice and tight. And I really liked the strain, but I didn't even get a quarter out of each fucking plant.
Right.
Well, that's not true. For those ones, I probably got close to an ounce. But the Northern Lights was short and stumpy, didn't really do anything. I got maybe a quarter out of that. I just didn't get any quantity at all. So that has to change because I have to be able to do this. If I can't do it, then I might as well go back on pills, right?
Yeah.
It's just a different environment, If I was able to get clones, I'd be going year round, and it. It's that whole seed cracking thing that's throwing a wrench into the fucking shit.
No, what you've got to do is you've got to find growers up in buttfuck nowhere.
There aren't any. There aren't any that are public about it. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Like there's no community up here where you can tap in. The best thing I could do was is to start a group on Facebook that would get shut down within a week.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You're only guessing that. Mark's turned around and removed a lot of his little censorship things. Maybe he'll let you get away with it.
Maybe, but there's no community. There's no base.
Dale says a grow book would help as a great reference guide. Well, that's great, Dale. Except most of the grow books are written by people in fucking California to begin with. And that doesn't help him when he's sitting so far fucking north.
You know what? You know what would be really helpful, to be honest, is if my marijuana 101 from Professor Lee wasn't stolen, because that has a lot of good information in there from a layman's point of view. That's how he did it. You know,
right, but it doesn't give you the genetics that you need for growing outdoors in northern Ontario.
No, and that's what I need to figure out. I need to, and you're right. I wish I could find some people that were up here that I like, because there are some of the community members up here that don't like.
Yeah.
Would you like some names?
No, I don't
Okay,
care.
great. All right. I don't care either. I don't care, Marcel.
But
I don't care.
Yeah, find some friends up there that grow and that know how to grow.
Yeah,
and can hook you up with the strains that they've had the success with up there.
Maybe one day. Okay, Dale. You have my address.
I mean, the purple satellite's nice because it's a very quick finishing plant, so it's
beautiful strain. Beautiful strain.
Nice bud structure on it.
Okay.
And a nice
for
buzz.
a fact it'll reach 25% THC.
Yep. And it smells fucking awesome.
Oh, cool. We'll stink up the house.
And you can get a terpene profile on it of 4.5%, so or higher. I got mine at 4.5.
I liked it so much that I've requested to grow it again this year. How's that? And that's not normal for me that I would grow the same strain 2 years in a row.
Really? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for non-stop, continuous cannabis and psychedelic programming? If you are, then turn your browsers to 420radio.ca or paceradio.net, where you will find the 420 Pace re-rolled Saturday. Everything gets started at 8 a.m. Eastern Saturday morning.
Sorry, Marcel. If I don't do it when I think about it, I forget.
Yeah, I know you're half an hour late. as soon as it went up, yeah, it's about time. Darcy, you still with us?
Yeah, he's busy trying to be a genius.
Darcy's trying to be a genius?
Yeah. Only for geniuses. 3 times 3 minus 3 divided by 3 plus 3. What is the answer to that?
What?
Look in our chat.
Oh, Al.
Yo.
The answer is 11.
Nope, the answer is 5.
The answer is 11.
It's 5.
Look at a fast flowering or autos 90 to 110 days. Well,
okay.
I think that's what Dale and the guys there are talking about with this satellite, right? Same kind of thing.
I got strands right here. The best strands for growing in Northern Ontario by growers in Northern Ontario. Hindu Kush, Purple Oracle, Black Diamond, G13.
Oh, I like G13.
And then if you're in Southern Ontario, they say AK-47 Chem Dog.
Ooh,
Al's favorite strain, White Widow.
Yum. No White Widow. No.
No, Hindu Kush does really well for you up there.
I
Al.
like Hindu Kush, and I was looking at those, but they're very expensive.
Go to if you want to get like a true as true to Hindu Kush as you can find, Sensei Seed Bank or Dutch Passion,
which are both on the list for I've seen the Hindu Kush on OCS or OCS, yeah.
Yeah, well, if you can get the actual one from them guys, you'd be doing good.
Is it not the same?
Well, see, that's the thing is a lot of these LPs that have all these strains that are out now. Did they really when they were going around to all these growers and buying up all these genetics? Did these growers just tell them that it was this strain, it was that strain, it was this strain, or was it really this strain and was it that strain?
Well, I mean, they have to keep some kind of a reputable thing. So I'm actually on OCS right now. They've got Northern Lights Autos.
Yeah.
A 5-pack is $35.35 Canadian. They get Painted Lady CBD seeds, apple truffle, feminized. These are what do you call it? The Kush mints, modified Kush mints.
Modified. Yeah.
And then the multi-pack. Right. Pheno Hunt. So I guess that's a variety pack, eh?
Yeah. That's supposedly that they pheno hunted that strain to all them seeds in that pack are supposedly to be almost identical.
Tangerine Truffle Breath, $10 a pack. So they've got the modified apple cookies, the Mac 1. No, is that Mac 1? No, Alien
cookies.
Yeah, I have some of that actually. Bubba Kush feminized, $54.05 for a 5-pack. That's from 34th Street.
Darcy.
Yes.
What was the answer to that question?
It's 5.
That's what I get.
It's 5.
How do you get 5?
3 times 3 is 9.
Yes.
And subtract 3 is subtract.
No.
3.
No.
No. What do you mean?
No. It's an order of operation. 3 times 3
There's no
is
brackets,
9.
though. There's no brackets. So
doesn't matter. Brackets first, then multiplication division. All right?
Okay, so the multiplication division.
3 times 3 is 9.
Then
3 divided by 3 is 1. Making sense yet? 9 minus 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11. And it will always be 11.
Not 27, not 3, not 4, not 18, 11.
11, not 5. It's 11.
11.
Division is all before your addition and subtraction.
Carly dropped something.
Yeah, the total policy.
Cool. Yeah. There's a cool looking moon out there tonight, guys.
We're supposed to see all them funny little planets. Not here.
Not here either.
No.
I don't think we'll see them. When is that?
It happened 2 days ago, buddy.
Oh.
I mean, it's still going on.
The 25th is when they're all aligned.
Yeah. But it started, I think, 2 nights ago. It started.
Yeah. The moon looks pretty cool. But I'm not going to rush to get my telescope out until the 25th.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to rush to go outside at all. It's fucking cold out there. It is right now. It is now at -5. It says, but with the wind chill, as we know, it's up in the 20s, -20s, right? So,
yeah. 14 of them feminized Hindu Kushes right now, Al, on Sensei Seeds website. What's 38 pounds? Because they deal in pounds.
Oh, pounds. That they're in
British
in
pounds.
Europe. They're in Europe. I don't know what the interest rate is on that.
I can tell you because I'm on my Google right now.
Google it.
Oh,
$66.80 Canadian.
That's not bad. Plus shipping, so you're looking at $100 plus shipping from Europe.
Yeah, well, shipping's free because your orders will be over fucking $30.
Okay.
Let's see, 38. Yeah, $66. So, but that's pretty good for 14 seeds.
For 14, yeah, that's not bad for 14.
And that's feminized.
Everything on OCS is 5 seeds.
Yeah, no, I like Sensei Seed Bank, man. Sensei, you can't.
That's pretty cool. They give you 5 seeds, but you're only allowed to have 4 plants.
That's That's in case you fuck up one. You know what? Sensi Seeds has been around as long as I've been a part of this so-called community. And, they have a good reputation. There's a few seed banks that are still around that have good reputations,
There it is, Shabinsky.
Lots of pollen chuckers.
They do a couple. Sensei Seed Banks did some collaborations, Marcel.
What was that?
They did some collaborations with some well-known breeders.
Good.
Like Surge and Shabinsky and Kimbelli and Fat Bean. And then Humboldt Seed Company. What do they got with Humboldt here? Amnesia Jelly Automatic. That'd be a Marcel strain.
Why?
Because it's Amnesia Haze. It's got that haze in it. Ugh.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't matter what strain, because it all ends up the same. And it all does the same thing, regardless. Turns into gummies. It makes Darcy actually function and be able to talk for the whole show.
Ha! Is that what you're getting out of this?
I think he's just amusing himself, Darcy.
This was his experiment. Because I told him the other day when I'm really stoned, I can't shut up. So he's like,
Let's find out.
Yeah, the guy doesn't really talk a lot. Let's see if he doesn't shut up now.
Yeah, let's see if he can function. And he can.
Yeah, I'm getting a headache.
Now we know. That's only because I haven't stopped talking.
Chocolate Rainbow. That'd be another strain in there, Marcel.
Well said. What did I say that was well said? I gotta think back now.
Those are pricey motherfucking seeds.
Well, that's what I mean. But and what's the difference, really? I mean, it's because you think you know what the genetics are.
No, for autoflowers, these are expensive. For autoflowers, they're 300 and what would that be? 300 and what?
Why? Why would somebody charge that, or who would pay that?
That's for 10 autoflower seeds. 151, $265
a seed.
No, that's
exactly,
10.
buddy.
That's 10. When I always talk, I talk in 10, Al. Sorry.
Okay.
Because 3 of them would be $53, which would still be
way too much money for an autoflower.
That's $30 a seed.
Yeah, which is way too much for an autoflower.
That's up there, bud.
I could see that for a half decent genetic that you could cut clones off of, so you could have a mother.
Yeah.
But autoflower, you don't get a mother.
You ain't getting no mother. No, you're not.
You get one shot. It's just a $30 shot. So you better hope that you grow at least bare minimum an ounce off of that plant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it just doesn't, if the outcome is less than the
yeah, exactly.
Well, this is why I don't want to start some of the seeds I got here right now, Al, because I don't have the proper setup and I don't want to waste them.
Yeah, well, I've done my wasting. I've done my wasting. I'm not wasting.
Yes, I
would just not do it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I can grow all these strains. Likely a lot of them outdoors, and they'll finish for me because I found a lot of that out last year when I grew some of them that I didn't think was going to finish, and they did. But they're they are meant. There is such thing as a seed that's a strain that's meant for indoors and a strain that's meant for outdoors.
Yes. And
some of these strains that I have are specifically made for indoors, and that's why I want to say them for indoors.
But okay, an outdoor strain works best outdoors.
Yes.
But will grow indoors. An indoor strain will not grow outdoors.
No, some of them won't.
Very well.
Some won't very well. What it is, it's photo period is what it boils down to.
Yeah, which is another issue that I have here.
When do you start going 12-12?
Indoor strains have to have 12 hours of darkness. No ifs, ands, or buts. Got to be complete black for 12 hours.
Yeah, but it's not like that outside.
That's why those strains don't do well outdoors.
I get you.
So outdoor strains are designed for street lights, moon, car going by, whatever.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, which are all the things that I have to deal with here.
Exactly.
And me too.
Which everybody that grows outdoors has to deal with, unless you own someplace up in the mountains and turn all the fucking lights out.
I mean,
then you still have the moon, right?
I'm 900 meters from a major shopping center, and so you can just imagine how much light pollution I have out.
Well, you're also right downtown, like downtown.
I don't
you have all light pollution there.
I don't have much light pollution except for cars going by, the moon, and the occasional light that I turn on,
or reflection off of the clouds above the lake.
Yeah. Well,
right?
I'm the front of the house faces the lake. The backyard faces is forest. So
it's more shadowed.
It is, but there's a park back there, and so there's security lights back there. So you can see what's going on back there. I don't think the light really affects the plants, but maybe.
No, if as long as they're not indoor plants.
They're about 300 yards away, so maybe a little longer. So
yeah,
they're not there. They're not right there. Plus when the brush grows in and stuff, you can't see it as much. So
yeah, but any plant that you could grow outdoors, you can grow indoors. You just have to remember, some of those plants that grow outdoors are meant to grow really fucking tall. So you either going to be cutting back a lot indoors, or
flowering outdoors. But in that scenario, a scrog situation would work good.
Yep.
Right. I might, once I get everything down and set up and done and ready, finally, I might try a small scrog in the tent.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd have to get another light, so that's not going to happen like tomorrow. So
yeah. But in a tent, scrogging, you only need one plant.
That's why I'm considering. I mean, I have enough room to do it out in the open. I'm just considering the tent because I could bring that up here. It's more intensive. You have to look after it more, right?
No.
Don't you? You have to be able to weave the stuff and.
No, because it'll grow up.
If you're growing any plants, you're going to be tending them every day.
Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't matter if you're doing a scrog or if you're just growing them straight up. You're still with those plants every day. What you do with them is dependent on you and how you want to go about it. But you should be with your plants at least once every day.
Well, that's why there's a couch down there.
My plants are 100 feet away from my house, and I'm out there 2-3 times a day.
Mine are pretty close to me too.
Well, you have to keep them close. So, mine are surrounded by cameras.
Mine are probably the furthest away, but mine are also surrounded by cameras. And
yeah, no, mine's. I mean, I can see everything right out my window here.
So can I. I'm looking right there.
Yeah, well, I'd have to stand up, and I don't feel like it. Bad me.
I don't even have to stand up. When I'm sitting here talking, I can see right into my garden.
My windows are up higher. They're at like 5 feet. I don't know why they would put them that high, but they're not lower windows. In here, anyways.
Yeah.
So, anyways, gentlemen, we were down to our last 10 minutes.
Anything new coming up? Anything interesting?
Nope.
Cannabis got boring. We need things to shake up.
We need things to shake up.
We will be at Can Expo in March, doing what we do for a couple of days over there. We are media sponsors, and we'll have a table, and Al will be out roaming around doing his thing, and Cindy and Sherry Ann will be there. I think that Mary Jane and Timmy will be around as well. So
I'm watching Timmy on stage.
Are you? You're watching that video, are you?
Well, I'm just seeing what it is.
Nice of her to send it during a show. Here, you're doing a show, but watch this.
Hey. Yeah. It must be in the Legion.
That's usually where they are. They're going to the Legion halls, I think, churches, like church halls, things like that. Yeah, yeah. It is the clean comedy circuit, I think, is what it is.
Yeah. Cool. Darcy?
Yo.
Do you understand that math yet?
Yeah, I'm not even going to try. No, right now I'm not. My brain is too foggy. My brain's too foggy trying to understand that.
You started it.
I'm
telling
sitting
you
here,
that it's fine.
I'm sitting here staring at this pile of meat on the table.
He's staring at the flat earth.
Yeah, no, I'm not a flat earther. I definitely ain't that.
Here, I got a question for the flat earthers.
Okay, you have 3 minutes to do it.
Okay, this would be really easy. I have a friend in Australia that if I call them right now, it's morning time and it's daylight, but it's dark here. If the earth was flat, how? Are they lying to me in Australia that it's really daytime?
All I know about Australia is that when you flush a toilet in Australia, it does go the other way.
And that's not a knife. This is a knife. No, that's a fork.
And they don't put shrimp on the Barbie.
No, they don't. And they don't drink that beer. What is it? Foster's.
Yeah.
Foster's? No.
Forsters or Frosters, something like that. Isn't it, Marcel?
Forsters. No, it's Foster's.
Yeah, Foster's.
I like it. To me, it's not a bad beer. I like it, but
it was very popular in the 80s.
Well,
mostly
I liked it because it was.
I think mostly because of Crocodile Dundee. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh no! We drank it long before those movies came out. We liked it because they were bigger cans.
But it became pop. Yes, they were. But it became popular because of that movie. I think.
I don't know.
Because he did the commercials. He did the Foster's commercials, right?
You can get a lot more drunker over their couple cans of beer than you can ours.
We used to drink.
Well, I mean, if we were going fishing, then we just stop at the liquor store and grab 2 or 3 cans each, and off we go.
My dad used to buy me Brador.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was like 9%.
Okay, I got to tell you this. Went to a family reunion one time, and part of the family reunion was a golf tournament. And they drew names out of a hat for the teams for this golf tournament, and it ended up being me and my 2 cousins. Well, my 2 cousins put themselves both through university on golf scholarship. So my uncle thought it would be a really good idea to give us a 2 for a beer, and told us to make sure there was none left before we got back. And it was Wildcat Strong.
Ooh, the Bat's Wildcat.
Yep, 6.2% alcohol. It was fucking excellent. What a great golf game we had. We fucking crushed them.
My dad liked Brador, and that got me getting it when we bought beer just because it was stronger. And then what was the other one that was stronger too? I can't remember. It was like the same alcohol content as wine. I guess that's the Brador.
Wine?
Yeah, it was like 14% or something like that.
I don't think Brador's ever been 14%.
No, it's about 7 or 9%, something like that.
Yeah.
But there was another one that was higher than that even.
Getting beer, when you start getting beer over 7%, It
Isn't
doesn't
aren't
really,
they stout
doesn't
from
really
milk
taste
so
good
bad?
anymore. What?
Aren't they when they get to a certain like that? Aren't they like called a stout or something?
A stout, yeah, it's like just a thicker beer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, stout. Yuck. Yeah. How about like dark beers like Guinness?
No, I'm not into it. No, if I'm gonna drink a beer, a Bud is okay. A Canadian Bud, and of course the old standby for us Canadians, Molson's.
Yeah, no, I don't drink Canadian beer anymore.
No, we grew up drinking export.
I grew up drinking Olin's.
Then we went to Blue.
Olin's and Alpine I liked. Keith's,
Yeah.
I never liked Keith's.
No.
The only beer I really like now is Stella or Tweeder.
No, I don't drink a lot of beer, but if I want to have a nice cold frosty beer, it's going to be a Canadian.
Nah, mine would be a Stella.
Or a Miller. I don't mind Miller, but I'm not big on the Canadian or the U.S. brands.
I used to like the Miller Genuine Draft.
Or Miller Lite.
No, I've never liked any light.
We used to drink. My mom used to get us when we went to cottages. That's what she would get us because she figured, it's a light beer. We're not going to get that drunk.
Somebody gave me a case of beer in Winnipeg one time, and they gave them back. It was called Cool Spring. It was like 3% alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want this.
Rush has a beer. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
The band Rush, they have a beer.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
I'm sure lots of them come up with their own little niche brand.
A lot of bands now and a lot of musicians are getting into the weed market.
But a lot of them are into whiskey. A lot of them into
tequila and vodkas.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
even a lot of the Hollywood stars got into the whiskeys and spirits.
Anything that they
George
can put
Clooney
their
owns a
name on
tequila
that they
company.
can get money back for, they will do.
And they use their fame to do it.
Why not?
I just want to say before we go, as we're talking about Hollywood people, my heart goes out to everybody in California that's going through the fires. I mean, nature can be so cruel.
Nature.
Well,
yeah.
Why would you get him going?
Well, because it's like we got 2 minutes. How bad can he get in 2 minutes?
Oh, I don't know.
Nature.
I'm seeing the reports of the blue lights.
Have you seen the plan for LA 2028?
No, but they're rebuilding.
They were drawn up before the fires.
Hey,
the problem is they kind of overlap in the same area, and they needed the real estate.
Hey, there is the Olympics coming there,
Yeah. Well, you got to have the super city, the LA 2.0. Actually, I just shared a clip of a video that the governor was talking about upcoming how great it's going to be before the fires that they start.
And Trump has already designated as California's ambassadors Sylvester Stallone. Who else was it? Shit, I can't remember the others, but there were several, and they were all Hollywood. Right?
Can we play an X video?
Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, and there was a couple other. Can we play what?
Can we play things from X without getting flagged?
Probably not.
What about? I don't know where this is.
John Voight. Yes, that's right, Dale. An 85-year-old man is an ambassador to California. Although, you know what? He has been a part of that life, all his life, right? So
this is true.
That's Angelina Jolie's biological father, John Voight. And they didn't talk for many years, and then all of a sudden he turned up in What's the movies that she did? The Tomb Raider movies.
He was her. That was her actual father in that movie.
That's John Voight, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. So her father that died in that movie was actually her actual father.
And that's the first time they had ever worked together, I believe.
Oh wow! And hey, you killed him off. Ain't that something?
It's time to go, guys.
Well, time to go. See you later.
Poof. All right, guys. We will.
It's weird.
See you next week.
See yas. Everyone have a good week.
Peace out.
Oh, wrong button.
Right button.
Look, and he leaves.